The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lamazzo.
Mikey, how you doing, buddy?
Good, pal. How about yourself?
Ah, man, I'm struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
That's okay.
I feel your pain, brother.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm having a knee replacement in June.
You're going to a great
great
firm.
talk. I'm not even worried about that. Guy said I'll be up and running in 4.5 weeks, which is great. But I offered Chrissy.
You know who showed up at the house? Roger.
Oh, did he? Oh, he had one.
He came up those stairs like it was nothing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I offered Chrissy my old knee.
Yeah.
In a jar, formaldehyde jar, as a token of my appreciation.
Can you put plants in it?
And you refused me.
I did.
Can you use
Politely. It wasn't like an aggressive refusal.
Can you use it as a planter?
I'm flattered. No, thank you.
Hey, listen, welcome to the Sicilian Corner. Tom Zappola, my co-host and partner, Michael Lamazzo. We've been together for a long, long time. Too long, Mike. Anyway,
amen to that, brother.
We are available. You can watch us on all the different platforms, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Pandora, Sicilian Corner Facebook page. We're all over the place. WCAP Radio.
Yeah, don't forget Sam Polton.
Yeah. All right, listen, we have a decent show. We have a different show today because, I'm a baseball guy.
Oh, big time. You know a lot about it.
See my hat?
Very smart.
Savannah Bananas.
Savannah. Now, I don't understand. What's the correlation?
The Savannah Bananas are the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Really?
Yeah, they're out of Savannah, Georgia.
I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you watch the Great American Collectibles Show on Wednesday night.
What night is it on?
That's Wednesdays at 6:30 Eastern Time. You will be able to see Jesse Cole, the owner of the Savannah Bananas, is coming on with myself and Rico Petroselli. But let's not talk about that.
Why? I like
We're going to talk.
I love the name, Savannah Bananas. In Australia,
It's a very catchy name, isn't it?
In Australia, how would you say that?
Oh, it's far less catchy when I say it. So you guys say the Savannah Bananas. It's very rhyming.
Yeah, and how would you?
Savannah Bananas.
That's
just kind of loses a zing, doesn't it?
That's lame.
It's not quite as cool.
It's lame.
Yeah.
All right, listen, you know what you're talking today? You and I have had conversations, and actually this gentleman and I, who's a dear friend, we've had conversations over the years of some of the great Italian baseball players that have graced the diamonds of the parks across the country. Professional Italian baseball players. So we thought we would bring in, I consider this guy the foremost vintage. He doesn't know jack crap about the modern and ultra-modern market, but I consider him the foremost expert on vintage baseball pre-1970 in the entire country.
That's not bad, 1970.
Joe Tomasulo from Memory Lane Auctions. Joseph, how are you, buddy?
Good morning, guys.
Joe, how are you?
Good morning, Michael.
Joe, you're in Connecticut, right?
Correct.
My condolences. Listen, just a quick question. Joe. You're Italian, and you were brought up in Brooklyn. Where were you brought up?
Brooklyn, yes.
And, obviously, Brooklyn has a huge Italian population, or they did. I don't know if they still do. Did you grow up in a ethnic neighborhood, or was it pretty much diversified?
It was diversified, Tom. Good mix of Italian, Irish, Asian. In fact, close to me was the third largest Chinatown by population.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Obviously, downtown Manhattan 1, Flushing, Queens 2, and Bay Ridge, Brooklyn 3.
So growing up, were you a Yankees fan or a Mets fan?
Growing up, Tom, I was a Mets fan. And when they left Tom Seaver unprotected after the 83 season to purposely get rid of him because they didn't want him stepping on Dave Johnson's toes, these are the facts. I swore I'd never root for the Mets again. And the funny thing is, I was really liking Don Mattingly. I thought he was going to be a great player coming up at that time.
Yep.
So maybe it was the perfect time to switch over to the Yankees. because I was following Mattingly. I like the kid a lot. And now I'm a Yankee fan.
You know, he's a good friend of our good friend, Ray Schulte. You know, Ray is his agent. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
Yeah, Ray Schulte is Don Mattingly's agent. Has been so for years and years and years. And I know Don now Mattingly is now with the Blue Jays as a coach.
Okay.
All right. So listen, we want to talk about, and Mike is he's got a tremendous wealth of knowledge when it comes to baseball.
Of course I do.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
So Mike had a couple.
I know the station. I got to put it on when I want to watch the Red Sox.
All right. So let's talk about some of the great Italian players. There have been some phenomenal Italian players. I'm going to ask you this first. Who's the first Italian player that comes to mind when you think of the great Italian players that ever played? Gave this a lot of thought, did you?
One that really I could relate to because of the age being relatively similar was Tony C.
Oh, you know something? That's great. We didn't even think of him. Tony Conigliaro.
I thought the guy, I went to a few of his games. I didn't go to many games, but I went to like 6 or 7 a year. He had the sweetest swing, Joe. I mean, he was a hitter. This guy was and I have to tell you, his brother Billy wasn't too far away from him as far as quality and caliber and being able to play. What happened to Tony C?
It's terrible.
And, our friend Rico Petrocelli really loved
Rico is a very good friend of Joe.
Loved the kid.
Oh, he did. Joe, what are your thoughts on Tony C? I mean, he was the youngest player ever to hit 100 home runs.
Yeah.
Could he have been a 500 home run guy, do you think, if he would have stayed healthy?
Speculation.
I don't know about 5, Tom, but 354?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, the ball jumped off his bat. When he got the sweet part of the barrel on the ball, man, did it pop. He's strong.
East Boston kid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he was made for Fenway Park.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Fenway Park to him, that's where he belonged.
All right, Joe, so when I asked Joe Tomasulo, who's the first great Italian ball player that comes to your mind?
Oh, simple, Tom, the one and only DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
And his brother Dom was no slouch either, but, DiMaggio, I still insist, is, for all the accolades he gets, is, from an all-time perspective, maybe the most underrated player in baseball history.
Joe, I'm going to have to disagree with you on this.
No, hear me out. Peak value. I'm just talking peak value. He didn't have an extensive 18, 20-year career. He, 13 years, lost 3 years in the war. I believe he was in the Navy. Oh, no, that was Bob Feller was in the Navy. But DiMaggio did lose 3 years to the war. Tom, peak value. The guy didn't swing and miss. And I don't know if people put enough emphasis on a statistic like that. He struck out 369 times in 13 seasons.
That's unbelievable.
And he wore out Bob Feller, who by today's standards probably threw 100 miles an hour and had one of the top 5 or 6 curveballs in baseball history.
All right, now I'm going to tell you why I disagree with you, if I may. All right? I think I disagree with you because I think just the opposite. I think that Joe DiMaggio, and he was a great ball player, don't get me wrong, but I think that Joe DiMaggio is a little overrated. And the reason let me finish. The reason he's overrated is because he played for the Yankees and played in Yankee Stadium. Now, the same reason that Mike Trout is a little underrated, Mike Trout doesn't get the love that a guy like DiMaggio gets because Mike Trout, hold on.
He's on the West Coast.
Mike Trout gets a ton of love.
Not like that, though.
Not around
forget
here,
Mike Trout. Okay, Cabrera, the kid for Detroit. Those guys play in small markets, or not necessarily small markets, but they're not playing in Yankee Stadium. I think that if you took Joe DiMaggio and he never played for the Yankees but played for the Cleveland Indians, he would had nowhere near the accolades that he gets today. That's my opinion.
I totally disagree. But
I think,
you know,
I think if you become that kind of a hitter, a slugger, all right, the pitches are not going to give you any decent balls to hit.
True.
The better you get, the less you're going to see. They'll pitch around you.
Of course,
they'll throw you
absolutely.
garbage. No, but what I'm saying is 500 home runs in a short period of time. That's pretty hard.
I know. I'm not. How many home runs did DiMaggio hit? 3-something, right?
363.
363. All right. He's a great ball player. Not my all-time greatest, in my opinion.
I didn't say he's the all-time greatest, but he's certainly one of the top peak, and I have to stress, peak value players in baseball history. He could do it all. And he didn't miss the baseball.
And by the way, he was Sicilian, full-blood
He
Sicilian.
struck out, he struck out 13 times one season and hit over 30.
I know,
homers.
that's impressive.
The contact was amazing.
I know.
He's like a Wade Boggs.
That's impressive.
I mean, Wade Boggs could spread the ball all over the field.
All right, so, and by the way, he was a Sicilian, his full-blood Sicilian.
That's amazing.
Correct.
His parents immigrated to the West Coast, San Francisco, from Sicily. They were fishermen.
So many people came to this country as fishermen.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, you
know where they were from?
Boston. Look at Boston.
They were from Shaka.
Yeah, naturally.
They were
That's where all the
Shakanettis.
How do you say it?
Shakanettus or Shakanettis. I can't remember. That's how you say it.
That's how you say it, sure.
All right,
Don't get us in trouble.
what about another great Italian baseball player that happened to play for the team that I hate the most, the New York Yankees, Yogi Berra.
One of the top 2 or 3 catches in baseball history.
I agree with that.
You got him, Bench, Campanella, and you know what? Let's get another Italiano in there, Mike Piazza.
I agree.
Yeah.
Who is arguably the greatest hitting catcher of all time, but when you take, his defensive skills, he falls short of Berra and Bench. He does.
Now, Berra, he could do it all. I mean, he was a good hitter.
Great clutch hitter, Tom.
Outstanding catcher, called a great game. He was like a manager on the field. I mean, he really, really dictated to his pitches.
Where did these yogiisms come from? Did he actually talk like
They're
that?
legit.
Yeah.
I think over the years some of them have been added and embellished, but yeah, he was those yogiisms.
There's some freaking funny things in there.
And one of his chief peers and rivals, Roy Campanella, was part Italian.
He was.
Roy Campanella, pre-accident, is definitely one of the top 3 or 4 catchers.
I agree with you.
Of all time.
The subject here is Italian
baseball players.
Italian baseball players. Something is running through my head, and I have no idea where it came from, probably this back wall. Have we ever had an Italian president?
No. Not that I'm aware of. No.
No, I agree, Tom. I
don't think we have.
I don't think so.
No.
I say prejudiced. That's what I say.
Here we go.
I think this is wrong.
Wasn't Kennedy the first Irish Catholic president?
Yes, he was.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think we've had an Italian president.
Oh, Biden. His name is Bidenari.
Biden. He doesn't even.
Let's not go down there. Joe and I have our political beliefs, so we're not going to get into that.
Don't stop me, Tom.
I know that. All right, so Joe, you got Dom DiMaggio, a great ball player for the Red Sox. You got another great third baseman. Frank Malzone was a very, very, very good ball player, several-time All-Star, 280 lifetime hitter, excellent fielder, and our partner, your good friend Rico Petrocelli, another very good Italian ball player coming for the Red Sox. Rico, by the way, told me that if it weren't for Frank Malzone, he would have really, really struggled at third base when he moved from shortstop to third base.
Oh, he was a lot of help.
Frank was coaching then, and Frank took him under his wing and just worked hours and hours and hours with Rico when Rico moved to third base.
His reach left and right was unbelievable.
Fabulous.
Man, he could cover so much territory.
He was quick. Did you ever see Rico's hands?
Yeah.
Joe, you ever notice Rico's hands?
I haven't, Tom. Big?
They're gigantic.
I got a big hand.
Mitts.
They're gigantic. It's amazing.
My hand is big, and he swallows.
Chrissy, have you ever noticed Rico's hands?
No,
Not
not specifically.
When he comes in today, I'm going to say, show her your hands. He's got gigantic hands.
Really?
Yeah, he really does.
She looks at his feet.
No, I'm serious. He does. It's really, really interesting. But anyways, another one that I want to talk about because there is a correlation. I don't know if you guys know the story between Rico and this player was Ron Santo, Hall of Fame third baseman for the Chicago Cubs. Do you know, Joe, what the affiliation was between Rico and Ron Santo? What the relationship is? So Rico's playing shortstop, and the Red Sox attempted to get Ron Santo as their third baseman. And the Cubs had agreed to it, and at the last minute, they balked at the trade and said, no, we don't want to do the deal.
I didn't know Santo was almost a Red Sox.
He came this far from being a Red Sox. So that's when they had another opportunity to get another All-Star who was a little older, Louis Aparicio, and that's when they went to Rico and they said, Rick, here's a deal. We have an opportunity to get Aparicio. Would you mind moving to third base? And Rico says, hey, as long as I'm the starting third baseman, I got no problem with that. So, all right, listen, Joe Tomasulo is in the house. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. We got a few more Italian ball players we're going to talk about. Hang in there.
How about Italian presidents?
There aren't any, damn it.
It's not right.
We'll be right back.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao.
Today, Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries, serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State Inspection Station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy,
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back. We got about 5 more minutes with our good friend Joe Tomasulo because he's got to go to his... Joe, how's your mom doing?
Mom is good. Yeah. Thank you for asking, Tom.
Make sure you send her our best.
Yes.
So Joe's going to drive to New Jersey.
Oh.
Right after...
Staten Island.
Whatever, same thing.
I wanted to ask you...
It's not the same.
We got about 5 minutes.
I want to ask him about Tommy Lasorda. I always admired that man for whatever... I like the way he presented himself. I like him because he was fiery. And when he got pissed off, everybody knew about it. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny you brought up Lasorda, Mike, because I was going to bring up the 3 great Hall of Fame Italian managers.
Okay.
Lasorda.
Yeah.
Tony La Russa, who was a brilliant manager.
Yeah.
And my own Joe Torre.
I totally agree. Those are 3 great choices.
Who grew up in Brooklyn playing at Marine Park.
You know something? Those are 3 fabulous choices, and I totally agree with all 3 of them, Joe.
Right. Great Tom Lasorda story, going back to me being a Met fan.
And by the way, he wasn't a very good major leaguer. He was okay.
You know, I heard that. I read
he was just okay, Joe, right? Yeah. He was actually not even okay. He was worse than okay.
Tom Lasorda dropped the ball on drafting one of the top 10 pitchers of all time. He was in Tom Seaver's living room. The Dodgers didn't want to offer him that much money. They thought the Seaver's, dollar demands were too high, were way too high. And they basically said, yeah, close the book. See ya. Good luck, Tom. And, well, I think Lasorda wound up with a little egg on his face over that one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There was another one. There was another one. Someone else.
Rocky Colavito.
Colavito was another one. Rocky Colavito, Joe.
Cleveland, right?
Cleveland
Indians.
Just a great ball player. Never got his just due, I don't think. You know, we talk about it on the Great American Collectibles Show. Rocky Colavito was one of those guys like... he
stayed under the radar.
Yeah. That the guy that played for Detroit. What's his name? I can't remember.
Al Kaline.
Al Kaline. They're all kind of like in the same category. Great ball players, but never got the just due because they didn't play in New York.
Here we go again.
It's an that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
So, Tom,
here we go.
Since you're on this New York kick, okay? Why don't you tell me, because DiMaggio isn't overrated. That's insane.
All right, move on.
Why don't you give me some other New York players that you think are overrated because they played in the Big Apple?
I can give you 5, but the guy that was played first base, Paul, what's his name? The guy that played first base for the Yankees when they won the World Series. Paul, what the hell was his name?
Oh, no. Tino Martinez.
Not Tino. Okay, Paul, what's his name? Tall guy, good-looking guy. What the hell was his name? Tino Martinez. Let's choose Tino Martinez. If Tino Martinez played for the San Diego Padres, no one would even know who the hell he was.
Yes, you would. And Tino Martinez was never considered a great ball player.
Okay, and your catcher?
He was
Your catcher. What the hell was his
Posada?
name? Posada. Please, if Jose or whatever his name is, Jorge Posada was playing for the Milwaukee Brewers, it wouldn't even be a blip on the radar.
Look, don't take it out on Posada because he knocked Martinez out of the game in the 8th inning.
He did.
Where you threw away that 5-2 lead.
I agree with that.
Ouch.
Tom, I see where this is going.
I totally 100% agree with that. Tony.
By the way, Tom, did you know Joe Tinker was part Italian?
No, you mentioned that to me. I know. I had no idea. Joe Tinker. I got one for both of you, and you're the vintage expert. Here's one that you can put in your back pocket, Joe. A great trivia. Ed Abaticchio.
Hey, I know him.
Okay.
Oh my God!
1905.
I did a write-up,
baby.
Tom, I did a write-up for Memory Lane on his T206 PSA 8.
Okay, well, let me tell you what you missed then. If you didn't come right at it right now, do you know that besides being a good ball player, Ed Abaticchio was the first Italian to play in the National Football League?
He played both sports.
He played both sports. He was the first Italian to play in the NFL. How's that?
You know what position?
Yeah, actually I do. He was a punter and he was a running back.
Wow.
You put that in. That's a great little trivia question, Joe. Ed Abaticchio.
That's an awesome trivia question.
All right.
I would have never gotten that, Tom.
Well, again,
I would have.
You knew that because we talked about that a long time ago.
Your ass, we talked about it.
Oh. And by the way, Tom.
Yeah.
How could we leave out, before I go, 3,000 hit club member Craig Biggio? You may be a little overrated, you think?
Yeah. There's no doubt.
Still had 3,000.
But if he played in the Yankee Stadium, he'd be the next coming of Babe Ruth.
I sense total bitterness from my Fenway Park friend.
Hey, Joe, listen, we got to let you go, but rumor has it that you are going to be at Fenway Park for the Fenway Card Show at the end of May, and this will be your first steps on the hallowed grounds of Fenway Park.
Right. Mike, can you believe I have never been to Fenway Park?
That's hard to believe, especially you're so close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lousy 4-hour drive.
3 hours. 3 hours.
Well, you're going to be the show is not on the field, by the way. It's in the concourse. But that's where the history is in the concourse because you're going to have the statues of Williams and all of those guys. And we'll be able to, I'm sure, mosey on to the field so you can see it.
Tom, it's actually very exciting. I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Our good friend Chris Costa, Billy Costa's son, is running.
Yeah, and I think you told me PSA is going to be at that
PSA is going to be there. Your buddy Derek from Heritage Auctions, Golden Auctions, they're all going to be there. PSA, yeah, it's going to be a good show. Very good show.
Derek's going to actually be there?
I don't know if Derek's
going to be.
I don't know. Someone from Heritage will be there. I don't know if it's Derek.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. All right, Joseph, listen, go see your mother. Thank you for taking the time to be with us to talk about a little Italiano, boys, and we'll talk to you down the road. Actually, we're going to see you
on Friday.
On Friday, which is actually today because that's when the show is airing. So I'll see you in a little while. I'm going to bring you a sandwich.
3 sandwiches.
I know.
Dan and Tony.
You got them. You got them.
All right, Joe. Take care.
Joe, a pleasure.
Mike, a pleasure meeting you, Mike.
Take care
of yourself.
Joe Tomasulo from Memory Lane Auctions. Good guy, huh?
Wow.
Hey, listen.
He's got a great smile.
Yeah, you're going to have to help me in the time. I'm like all over the
place.
Tommy? Yeah.
What a nice
Joe's
smile.
a great guy. Joe's been with us.
He seems like
How many times has Joe been on the show?
I can't even count.
Right?
I've lost count.
Yeah. Joe's he's a kind of a regular contributor to the Great American Collectibles.
You know, sometimes you can...
Whiz, there's nothing he doesn't know about vintage baseball cards. Nothing. The guy is... Plus, he's a great writer.
You got to him about Abaticchio.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a great writer, too. He besides, working for one of the largest auction houses in the country, he does all their writing for their catalogs and stuff.
Wow.
Really, really talented guy.
I like him. I don't even know him, and I like him. I like him. I'm
Good
surprised
guy.
he likes you.
Christy, what do we have for time left in this segment?
We're doing good. We got about 8 minutes.
8 minutes, okay. So
I want to know the name of our Italian president.
The first one? Or the one that's in the future or past?
I want to know how come we've never had an Italian president in this country.
So are you crying foul?
Yeah, shenanigans.
I kind of agree with you.
Come on now.
Did anybody ever run? Did LaGuardia ever run for president?
It wouldn't have surprised me. I don't know.
He may have run for president. Other than that, I can't think of anybody. Al Smith? You know Al Smith? He ran for president against Roosevelt.
Yeah.
His grandson, Father Arthur Smith, was my Latin teacher at Austin Prep. His grandfather. His grandson.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Father Arthur Smith. He was a tough egg, though.
So you got a reunion coming up?
Yes. What it is.
Well, how many people go to this?
Well, it's a combination of many classes. Austin Prep has decided.
20 classes?
No, Austin Prep. They have decided to start what's called a gold alumni reunion, and what it is, it's 50 years or more. So any class that graduated 50 years ago or longer, they're part of the reunion. And then they split us up. 1970, 1971, 1968, 1967.
What year are you?
70. You were, what, 38 then?
No, I was class of 63. We're having our 60th September 1st.
Let's put things in perspective here. So in 1963, you're 17 years old, correct?
I was born in 1945, yeah.
Okay. So 1963, I'm in 5th grade. You realize that? So do you realize how much older you are than I?
Oh, there's no question. There's no question.
I mean, I'm just bringing that to your attention.
No, you don't have to because
I know
you like breaking them. So
I know you're having the Lawrence High reunion, and in the original class of 450, you've got 12 guys coming and their spouses.
437.
And you've got 12 guys and their spouses. That's what's left alive?
We're getting a terrific response, by the way.
What's the food?
We have a choice. We have chicken piccata. We have roast beef.
And where is that from, Sal's?
See, we don't operate like that. We have a catered meal plus entertainment. What reunion do you know, 60th reunion, that has a freaking entertainment?
I know, that's good. But who's doing food?
The Doubletree. We're at a hotel.
Oh, so this is like a sit-down and everything.
Let me tell you, working on the centerpieces, Norma McDonald is working on the centerpieces.
Oh, so people can be staying in the hotel rooms.
Oh, yeah. We blocked out 25 rooms. We'll need another 15, 20. Oh, this is a big deal. We're going to have, between the spouses and the classmates, we should be around 112 to 115. Tommy, that's more than I had for my 50th.
But it was good. It was good planning doing it the same weekend as the feast. No,
I used it as a hook.
That was good. I know.
You know, people can come from, like we have people coming from Arizona. They
can
grew
go to
up
the
in
feast.
Lawrence. Friday night, they have our event. Saturday night, where do they go? To the city of Lawrence. They go to the 100th feast to be part of the ceremony and what's happened. You have nonstop entertainment right through.
By the way, later on in the show,
we should talk about it.
I don't have the entire list in front of me, but there are some highlights I'll talk about because they've already published some of the entertainers. So we're kind of excited about it.
You should be.
Yeah. No, that's we have a good
100 years, Tom.
I know. It really is, and I'm proud about it. And that's why, quite honestly, I'm getting my knee replacement at the beginning of the summer.
Makes sense.
So that I can be available.
You can march backwards?
Yeah, for the feast. I can march backwards.
Do you think that happened because of you marching backwards? Can you sue the society?
It's a good question.
You might be able to get workers' comp.
That's a very good question. I mean, there was that time.
Tax-free.
There was that time that I was marching backwards.
And you hit the manhole cover.
I hit the manhole, went over.
Yeah, you'd have to go after the city for that one. Yeah, that's cool.
That's a very good point, Mike. I never thought about this.
I'll take care of you.
So listen, I got to tell you this. I probably last night they had a town meeting in Merrimack.
How many councils do you have on that board?
Three. Three too many. Three too many. All right? Now, I know this is, I don't think it's boring, but I didn't go to the meeting. Now, the reason...
Well, if you didn't go and you didn't voice your opinion, then be quiet.
I did voice my opinion on Facebook, and I got a whole bunch of people.
That doesn't count.
It does count.
No.
Well, let me explain what happened. One of these moron selectmen...
Now, you live in the town of...
I do, Merrimack. One of these moron selectmen proposed to make money for the town. Now, you know we have our own light company.
Yes.
And my lights, when they go out, they're back on 15 minutes later.
That's amazing.
And the rates are a lot lower. A lot lower than...
Are they actually just independent of your town?
Yes.
They don't... There aren't other towns that they cover?
Correct.
Wow.
Now, listen to this. Evidently, they're worth a lot of money. The light department is worth a tremendous amount of money. So this moron selectman proposed that...
What was his name? Do you know?
Yeah, Breen.
Breen.
Proposed that the town sell the light company and then bring in whoever, who was...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, whoever.
At triple the rate, probably.
Right. So people got wind of this, right?
Is this on TV?
It's going to be on TV tonight.
Okay.
So people got wind of this, and it was a whole town meeting. That was one of the budgets, and they were going to sneak it in towards the back, right?
They hope by then
half the town,
left.
So many people showed up that they didn't know what to do. I'm talking, for a town meeting, a little town meeting.
How many people live there?
6,000. 1,000 people showed up for the meeting or something like that, right?
They must have called the cops in.
They didn't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, make a long story short, the town overwhelmingly voted against this.
So Breen was the only one that voted for it.
Well, it's going. They voted.
Okay.
They voted to not have it on the ballot next week, the election ballot.
Okay.
But what they did vote to do to make, and I agree with, they said, listen, we have a shortfall of money. Very simple way to bring in a lot of revenue. Recreational marijuana.
So you're going to have pot fields growing?
So
you know that park next year?
So
sitting on your deck is going to be exciting.
So they're going to so there's a medicinal marijuana place in Merrimack. I think they're going to give them the okay to start selling recreational because I guess
they growing it? Oh,
no, I don't know what the hell they do with it.
That park would be beautiful.
I have no idea. So make a long story short, that's how they're going to bring the revenue in that they were going to use instead of selling the light department, which I think is actually a pretty smart idea.
I do too.
Right?
I do too. Do you guys have any parking meters in Merrimack?
No.
That's wonderful. Wow.
It's another good idea.
Parking meters.
Yeah, we don't have any.
I mean, you have a little downtown. You got what?
Very
three
little.
or four businesses.
Very little. Cumberland Farms is the anchor store is Cumberland Farms. That's the anchor store.
It's scary, huh? Wyndham,
scary?
Wyndham.
Is the anchor? Listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Cumberland Farms, Merrimack House of Pizza, and then there's a little art studio.
And there's a gas station.
No, there isn't.
Oh, the gas station's not there anymore?
Go on.
I used to love that hot dog that kept on going around the rotisserie. That thing, they must have, that had to be petrified.
Cumberland Farms, it's still there. All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about some of the feast entertainment.
I want to know how come we haven't had an Italian president.
We'll find out. Hang in here, we'll be right back.
Who can we call?
We'll be.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao.
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's seaside Italian kitchen and pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibes Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites, and the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lamazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once, and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at NorthshorePavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back, and Mike Lamazzo is in the house. Mike, nice to see you.
Thank you. I think I'm
All right, listen,
I think I'm going to run for
is
president.
this clock right
Can I
now?
run for president?
Is this accurate time that I'm looking at?
Yeah. See how it just started at 0 and now it's counting up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this segment is 11 minutes, or is it 20 minutes? I'm a little confused.
Let's give it 12.
12 minutes,
I'll give you an
Mike.
extra one. It's normally 11, but
12 minutes.
you went to break early last
All right.
time, so it's fine.
I want you to back me for president. This is embarrassing.
Okay, we'll do. What is your platform?
More sex.
I like that. Next.
I got Billy Clinton's vote.
What else you got? Anything free for me?
Nothing. No, you know something? You want to go to school? Pay for it. Does
Public
everybody
school.
else?
Public school?
No, I'm talking about college. They want to turn around. They want to give college education. Give it your freaking nuts. Keep spending. Stop freaking spending.
Speaking of college, did you read about this the scam college that's been selling.
Yes.
University of Central Massachusetts. These people created a website, University of Central Massachusetts, where they list all the different professors, right? Mm-hmm. These are professors from all different colleges, and for $1,000, you can get a college diploma.
Yeah.
And they have 4 easy installment plans.
You know why people fall for it? Because that's comparative to the ridiculous amount of money that the college system is trying to, I don't even know the right word, rob, take advantage of.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Of course, people are going to fall like, oh my God, I can actually get a college degree for,
I could not agree with you more.
Diploma for $1,000.
Get a trade. Let the kid.
Something
I think there's more money in the trades than there is.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. Here's what I think. I say
go to DeMoulis University.
No, I think that in college, people should really focus and pay attention to what they want to major in. Now,
that's it.
If you want a business degree, business is great.
Don't put yourself in a pigeonhole and you can't do anything.
But they should eliminate philosophy majors, sociology majors, stuff like that.
Animal husbandry. Gisachu, animal husbandry.
I don't know what
the pluck is animal husbandry. Pluck, I said. Pluck. P-L-U-C-K.
Okay.
Pluck.
Okay. I thought you said
that.
No, see, because your mind is in the gutter.
But listen to me.
Animal husbandry is important, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I think it is too.
It's very important.
Animal husbandry.
Yeah, it's finding a husband for a female cow.
Yeah. It's hard. It's like the Tinder for cows.
Right. Now, so if you're going to go to law school, business, you need medical school, biology, you need all that stuff if you want to, But there's a lot of majors that they should just do away with.
Absolutely.
And the other thing is this, though. Like the trades that you're talking about, they should expand. Like if you're going to go to Whittier, you're going to go to Whittier Tech, and you're going to take up HVAC, okay?
Which is a great course.
Great. No, I agree. Nothing wrong with it. But are there advanced, after you graduate, you just go to work and you become an HVAC guy, or are there advanced?
You go into an apprenticeship program, and it's 4 years.
Working for somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are no additional courses you could, there probably are, of course.
I'm sure.
Same thing like with an electrician, you can become a master electrician.
Exactly. We only got about 9 minutes left to go. Why don't we talk a little bit about the feast and the entertainment?
Well, again.
You have most of this stuff.
I have some of them. I'm not going to, there are some that are still.
How come you're not prepared?
Because it's in my head.
You said you have some of them. That means you're not prepared.
No, because some of them they haven't announced yet. Some of them.
What is it, a top secret?
Well.
You don't have a signed contract yet.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Right.
But we do have some great entertainment.
You and I had a ball together doing the entertainment.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And you know something? We were damn good at it.
People don't realize doing an outdoor theater.
I mean, Christy, he and I, think about this. And we're going back now when we were much younger.
2001.
20 years ago, 15 years. Yeah. I mean, Mike and I putting on concerts where we had 18,000 people attend the concerts.
Wow.
Dealing with, not local entertainment, but dealing with William Morris Agency and big name stars at the time, guys like Frankie Valli and those guys, sound and lights and all that stuff. The dressing rooms,
sound we had to put in the common.
It was just unbelievable.
I mean,
but that was fun.
I had a ball.
We were wiped out though at the end of the weekend.
Oh Jesus!
Wiped out. But anyway.
So what do we got this year?
Well,
this is the 100th.
This is for the 100th. So on Friday night, I'm excited because
you coming to my reunion?
No. On Friday night, we have two stages this year.
We always have.
We have a main stage. No,
you and the Tripoli stage now is much.
It's the Tripoli stage now is going to be enhanced like it's not a little stage. It's a huge stage.
Cool.
This is a professional stage with lights and sound. Everything.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So how many chairs do you think you can fit there?
I think that we're not going to have any chairs. I think that we're leaning toward
older people standing up for that long on hot top.
Can I tell you something?
Not good.
May I say something? The reason we're not going to do that is because the entertainment on that stage is not geared for the older people. The entertainment on the Union Street stage is geared for those older people, baby boomers.
So what do you have, back lounges down there?
No, we're going to have people will stay, like for instance.
No, I'm talking about down on the other stage.
Oh, yeah.
Lounging chairs.
Lounges, nurses, like oxygen masks.
Be like at Thompson's restaurant.
IVs.
Thompson's restaurant in North Andover, right? There'd be at least 2 ambulances every day sitting out there just waiting.
All right, so on Friday night on the Union Street stage.
Okay. What time are we talking here?
This will be.
Is this too hard for you?
8:30. This is off the top of my head. 8:30. We have the great Aaron Caruso and Marissa Famiglietti, who we've had both of them. They're both tremendous. And besides performing individually, they're going to do like 25 minutes each. Then they're going to be up on stage and do Phantom of the Opera for the older. And we have.
Why do you keep saying the older? Why don't you say for a mature audience?
For a mature audience. And we have the great Tommy Lamarck and
my buddy.
His band will be backing them.
This is Friday night.
Friday night. Now, on the Tripoli stage, we're very, very excited. And believe it or not, this gentleman is the son of one of our members, and he has hit it big.
Oh, big time.
Across the country.
He lived in my town.
His name is Joe Samba, S-A-M-B-A, goes by the name of Joe Samba, and he has opened up for the who's who in concerts. He's been all over the country, and he is going to be our feature on Friday night. He is tremendous. He does rock and roll. He does rock. He does everything.
Anything, yeah.
He does reggae, Joe Samba. He's excellent. He's going to be at the Paradise in Boston. You know, he's played Lansdowne Street. Yeah. Just really, really good.
Yeah.
Some of the other entertainment dispersed over the course of the weekend is
dispersed.
We're bringing in a 25 or 26 piece band from Sicily, who will not only be marching in the feast, and these are what they did was they took the bands, and this is an all-star team.
Okay, they picked the best of the best.
The best of the best, and they're going to be appearing on the Union Street stage on Saturday night after the Torchlight Parade.
Okay.
Saturday afternoon.
And that's what they used to do many, many years ago.
Correct.
Okay.
Saturday afternoon, on stage and on the street is our good friend. It's a good time, Steven Savio. Steve Savio and his band, they're going to be on the stage. Saturday night.
Which shows am I emceeing?
You're going to do Sunday afternoon, which we haven't gotten to yet, and Sunday afternoon around 4:30.
So just one day?
No, you're going to do 2 days.
Okay.
I'm not finished. Can I? Don't let me.
Why did you go to Sunday? That's the last day of the feast.
All right, Saturday
Normally
night.
You would go. Let's take it numerically.
All right, Saturday night you're going to MC that.
What?
the concert on the stage.
What? The people from Sicily?
Yeah, you and I.
Oh, we're doing it together?
Yeah, we'll do it together.
Oh, you didn't tell me this.
I say did.
No.
No, see, you have dementia. That's the problem.
You talk about dementia. Not only do you have a bad knee, my friend, but
Ned, what are you talking about? All right, so yeah, we're going to work that out. You and I will work that out.
When am I going to?
You're going to do Savio in the afternoon, and then you and I will do the band on. I think we'll work that out.
I'd like to know now.
I'll get you confirmation on that.
And you're going to announce all the sponsors and all that?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get
These
Dominic.
are the things that you got to take
We'll
care
work it
of.
out. I'm not there yet.
Mark Battle has done a
Sunday
fantastic
afternoon at 4:30, the great Tony Pace is going to be on stage. That's your gig. You are emceeing that.
You don't even have to pay me.
Right.
I'll do it for nothing.
You're not getting paid.
Okay.
Some of
Chrissy,
now
nothing, zero.
Some of the other entertainment, to be off the top of my head, Saturday night.
We're going into June. You should have all this stuff.
Saturday night is the Mike Gerard I believe it's Saturday. You know, Mike Gerard and his big band.
Yeah. Very
they
good.
used to play with the Fools. Or Mike Gerard will be on.
I'm working with a Fool.
With his big band. And I don't know, there's some others. Let's put it this way.
You really sell it, Tom.
24/7.
Calm down. You're too excited.
Every single minute of the feast, there will be entertainment on either stage. Plus, our good friend.
How about Marianne Esposito?
Marianne will be there on Saturday afternoon at what time? 5? 4:30? 4:30.
Now, you don't think her show and the noise from the music?
We're gonna make it so that it doesn't mix. Don't worry about it. I'm working on that.
These are little things that bother me.
I'm working on that. All right, listen, we're just about out of time. Mikey boy, nice seeing you again.
Take care of yourself.
Nice sweater. Chrissy, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And Joe Tomasulo, a good friend.
Nice guy.
Great guy. Thanks for paying,
Did I get an invite for Friday to go to that gig you got going on, that collectible thing?
No, you're out.
You're bringing sandwiches, right?
I am bringing sandwiches. I'm bringing sandwiches for sponsors that pay the Great American Collectible Show handsomely. And the least I can do is get them a Borelli's sub. You're out. With that being said, remember, if you can't make fun of yourself, please don't make fun of anyone. Have a great week.
Take care, everybody.
Audio Jungle.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.